Hello everyone, and welcome back to another installment of Wolnian Design Group's presented DaVinci Unified training videos. Today we'll be talking about paper-based shipping basics. We'll be going over how to create shipping orders, add new shipping addresses and carriers, along with where and how to print pick tickets, bills of lading, and packing lists. Before we continue, be sure to check out some of these previous videos in order to keep up with the pace of this lesson. So we start our lesson from the dashboard and navigate to Orders, where we will find shipping orders. And like we've seen before in the Receiving Orders window, we will click Insert to begin creating our new shipping order. Here, we must select an account as a required field. The rest we can fill in if we choose. You may wish to provide a carrier. From this dialog box, you may select from the drop-down menu, or make a search for a carrier. If not available, you can use the green Insert button to the right of the dialog box in order to create a carrier, right from the order page. And when selecting a Ship To address, the Search, Edit, and Create functions are also available. It is important to note that when applying an order number, that the number being a valid value. These are typically provided by a customer. Below that, we have the Bill Freight Terms drop-down menu. Here, you can see multiple options available for this field. The most common one for this field is prepaid. From here, we can move into line entries to begin adding items to the order. Here in line entries, we are given two options when selecting Insert for line items. A new line item sorted by system selected locations, in other words, DaVinci does the work for you, or a new line item added manually. I'll explain the difference between these two functions shortly. Let me demonstrate how they work to begin clarifying. First, we'll go into System Selected Locations and bring up that side window. Here we can enter an item code we wish to add as a line item. DaVinci provides the option of searching by typing or with the search button to the right, and even creating an item if needed. After selecting the item code, you are welcome to input the lot code and sublot code, but notice how the LPN, location, and description are unavailable for inputting information in this feature. But after selecting the item, they begin to fill in with their available information. From here, we can set the unit price for the order along with the ordered quantity. And if the order is shipping or is already shipped, you can apply the shipped quantity, or come back to edit that later. Notice how DaVinci calculates all the quantity and weight as you apply terms to the order. Click Save, and the item has been added to line entries. This may not make complete sense, but let me move into the next option before I go more in depth. So this time, we choose Manual Selected Locations and bring up this window here. Now, in this function, we are searching for the item from our item inventory, and we can fill in any of these search filters to find what we are looking for. For now, we'll search with the item code and even the unit price. Once applying our search filters, DaVinci brings up all of the options available to choose from in order to fulfill the order. It even makes a recommendation at the top. But here, we can manually select which exact LPN or location we wish to pick from. We can select our quantity from these options, and then click Select Items to apply it to line entries. So, I'm hoping that made a bit of sense without a detailed explanation. These features are helpful for many reasons, such as system selected locations is typically for when you have racks or some other important criteria, such as expiration dates, that must be followed. When it comes to manual selected locations, it's common for when you have bulk locations where the pallets are stacked or not easy to access, and the office must pick up which LPNs or locations or lot codes and sublot codes are allocated. Now, you may be thinking, how does DaVinci decide which inventory is allocated if system selected locations is chosen? Great question. The simple answer is to look at account inventory allocation settings. FIFO is default. The complex answer is, well, that'll come in future videos. We'll continue using both these functions to apply our line items to this order, and save when satisfied. After saving, you may wish to print a pick ticket. And as we did before, we'd go to Actions, choose Print, and pick ticket is there. Also from the Actions tab, you will notice you have the option to print bill of lading and packing lists. Alright. One last important thing I need to mention. When the order is picked and on the truck, it is time to conclude that the order is shipped. And we do that by changing the status of the order in the General tab. And be sure to save. That's all the time we have for our lesson in the basics of paper-based shipping. Be sure to check back with us for more videos on how to use DaVinci Unified. Here are some advanced features in our upcoming videos that may help with some questions you might have been having. Be sure to check back with us real soon. And if you have further questions or would like to set up a training session, feel free to contact our support. Or check out our detailed documentation online. Thanks for watching.